So for our next project, I'm going to do kind of a funky little witch's face. She's going to have a long face and scraggly hair, and let me see. Normally I would probably just freehand it on here, but I may sketch it on here if you can see it. I can't find my Stabilo. So I'm going to just use charcoal and see if you can see this a little bit. I'm going to make her face about here, and it's going to be kind of a long face. Kind of a whimsical folk art face. And then she's going to have a long skinny neck. And then I'm going to make kind of a ruffle, kind of narrow shoulders. I sketched out a little bit. Let me see if I can see what I did here. Her hat. That's going to have to be a little wonky to keep it all on the page. Okay. I'm just going to make a mark where her eyes are going to go. I'm going to be painting over this. So the first thing we'll do is for her face, because we do want some flush color to show through, is I've got to coat it with some white and let it dry. Might as well coat the dress a little bit too. Hat. And maybe a little bit for the hair. So that dries pretty quickly because I used the fluid acrylic rather than the heavy body. So I'm going to be able to just go back over this. And what I do like to do sometimes when I want to layer flesh tones, it's not necessary, but I do like glazing fluid, satin glazing liquid. You can get it from Golden or Liquitex, but it just kind of gives your paintings a more transparent look if you're trying to do lots of layers for skin tones. So I'm going to put a little bit on my brush, and I'm going to pick up, let's see this. Alright, so we're going to pick up some of the flesh tone, and I'm just going to coat first layer of a face. And this is flesh tone, Delta Ceram coat, but any flesh tone that you have will work. Sometimes I like to make my witch's faces green, but I'm going to keep her kind of a normal looking today. And then a lot of times I do like these golden colors, the burnt umber light and the quinacridone nickel azo gold. They give great flesh tones. They're very transparent. They spread and thin really well. So I use these a lot in my skin tones also. So I'm going to pick up a little bit of that burnt umber light, and I'm going to go back under where her hairline will be, and under the hat, and I'm going to create a shadow on this side of the face. For some reason I always tend to put my shadows on the left side. I'm going to put some under the neck because her chin will be casting a shadow, and then I'm going to create shadows here where her ruffle is going. So that's just the first layer. Oh, and her nose is going to be pretty long. I'm going to put a little bit here where her nose will be casting a shadow in her mouth. We're going to go ahead and put the shadows for where her eyes are being placed. Okay. And I'm going to go back in here with a little bit of glazing fluid and some nickel azo gold and dab around in the area of her eyes some more, nose, mouth, and then the shadows. A lot of times just use your fingers too. And I'm not going to get too complex with this face. I mean, a lot of times I like to put yellows and blues, but this is just a simple tag. We don't want to spend a lot of time on it. So, there we go. But you can already see that it's got that shape of a face. We can tell where her eyes and nose are going to be. And I'm going to just put in some white for her eyes right now. And I'm going to bring some white down the center of her face where the highlight's going to be for her nose. You see that? So it's going to give it some dimension. I'm going to pick up some of my burnt umber light, and we're just going to do a kind of a folk art looking nose here. It's not going to look realistic. We're going to touch this back up so it's not going to look that bad. And if her eyes are a little wonky, that's okay because she's a witch, so it doesn't matter. If you make a mistake, just go back over it. It's okay. doesn't look quite so creepy. Give her some eyebrows. And I think for her hair, we'll kind of give her just, I like this gray fuzz that's going on here, so we'll just dab some white first. Black. Well, we need to blend it first. Hat. Of course, you want to differentiate a little bit from the brim of the hat to the underneath. So just pick up whites, just push and pull light and dark till it looks the way you want. I'm taking some of that glazing medium and just tapping it back out, so it's giving some subtle shading. And then here, I'll go back with the dark, just with pure black. Oops. Got too close. Right, and I'll pick up some of the purple here, and we're going to do her dress. Up a little white on there with the purple so that I can make her a little ruffled collar. Maybe bring some shadows, highlights. Okay. And how about a green band for her hat? A little bit of red on her lips, not a whole lot, kind of a muted red, maybe a brick red. Oops, of course it always pours out. She's not a very scary witch, is she? I don't really like scary. I like, for the most part, I like kind of cute. So I just want to bring in a few more very subtle shadows around the eyes. And you can see by no means is this a perfect face. It's very quick, wonky. Whoops. Eyelashes there, you can. Light her lips just a little. With some white. Then I'm going to take my Posca pen, which you've probably seen me talk about in my last video, the Uniball Posca pen, the .1. I can't live without these. Except of course I grabbed the one that's probably about out. But these are great for squiggles, highlights. Oops, I'm going to get that in her eye. All right, so I'm going to take a break to see if I need to add anything else to her or just add ribbon, and we'll be back. All right, we're just going to finish her up with a couple more things. I forgot to add some little cheek color, so I'm just going to put a little of that red with the glazing medium, just a very, very little bit, and just give her some cute little rosy cheeks, because she's a sweet witch, I guess. Okay. And then I'm going to take Uniball Signo pens are great for mixed media because they're waterproof. It's the Uniball 207. And I'm going to go back and just touch up her eyes. If you want fine detail, these pens are the bomb. So I'm just going to touch up a little. Okay. May just do some of her hair squiggles with it. All right. And I think her dress needs something, so I'm going to take the try to get in a little closer. I'm going to take the Posca black pen, and I'm going to put HP on her dress, and that could be for Hocus Pocus or Harry Potter. So let's see if I can do this. I'm really bad at hand lettering, so if it doesn't work out, don't laugh. There's the H. And I'm trying to do them like the Harry Potter font. HP for Hocus Pocus. All right. And I think she's done. I've got to find some ribbon that will look good. I don't have any purple here on my desk, so actually I'm just thinking some of this might just look good. We'll do a couple layers of the black and white polka dot. All right, so we've got this cute little witch with her ribbon here, and we've finished up the little ghost, and I think that's all for now. If I decide to do anything else, I may or may not film it, but the tags will be available on Etsy. I'm also going to be using the images for some vinyl stickers that you can purchase for scrapbooking or Halloween cards as well. So thanks for watching. This is Ruth at Fox and Raven Designs, and please follow me and leave comments, and thank you very much.